The newsreel. It's not what most people think of when it comes to the news. Most will think of the newspaper, television, and more recently, the internet. However, between the years of 1911 and 1967, there was a void. The internet and television were not quite there yet, and the newspaper lacked the engagement desired by citizens to stay up to date. Thus, the newsreel was born. A newsreel is a form of short documentary film, usually around 10 minutes. It was prevalent in the first half of the 20th century, usually released bi-weekly, in a public presentation such as a theater. It contained film news stories and items of topical interest. It was a source of news, current affairs, and entertainment for millions of Americans. The newsreel was not as much of a personal affair as it was a national one. Millions of Americans would flock to their local cinema theaters twice a week to stay up to date. The newsreel would usually contain a variety of topics within its 10-minute presentation. This would include combat, disaster, celebrities and pop culture, sports, and of course, celebration. In the almost 5 decades that the newsreels were the dominant source of the news, some of the most significant events in American history occurred, and for the first time could be shown through the medium of film. Some of these events include both world wars, the Great Depression, civil rights, and the assassination of JFK. Now, however revolutionary the newsreels were, by the time the 60s rolled around, the newsreels began to die out. This was primarily due to the advent of broadcast television. Now, newsreels are remembered as an excellent archive of the first half of the 20th century.